City, Dead City.
Do you want to battle page? Trouble, straight trouble. This some new shit. The reason why I created Dead City is to keep the dance world entertained, you know. As dancers, we all want to be heard.
Dead City, Dead City.
3, 2, 1.
Zara, welcome to Dance City. I repeat, Dance City, where you, the viewers, and the fans get to sit down and learn the dances. Now today, you got these 3 extraordinary dancers, aka storytellers, and they here for a reason, and you're gonna get to know them right now.
Surf Boy Sticky Don, Glada, Get Low, Groover.
It's the boss. Who else? Nobody better, man. DJ Rel, aka your favorite DJ, aka I slap the ish out your favorite DJ.
Storyboard P, aka Professor, Flexing,
The Madness.
young
Feeding
main
the
event,
East.
all of that. You put in that work.
Size.
Yeah,
Eastern
yeah,
Parkway.
yeah. Now today, what brought these 3 dancers here was basically about the truth of the dance world and what is really lacking and what they're gonna do to help the community of the dance world become a better place for the young generation coming up. As in, they're gonna let you know off the jump from how to do the right things with this blueprint we're about to explain. Now, my boy right here, Rel, nobody heard from this man for years. He disappeared off the map.
Yeah.
He made his return for a reason. And his return is being touched through his music and with the words he brought here today.
Pretty much, man. You know, I do my Bruce Wayne thing from time to time. I get low. I'm always around. Don't think I'm not around. I'm in the shadows, but you know, I've been sitting back, you know, analyzing the game, and the state that it's in right now with the youngins. I mean, I see the progression and I like it. I like the youth. You know, that's what the game needs. It keeps it young. It keeps it going. But it's stuck right now. Like, it's more to flex than just what's being seen. Like, they just making it like one style is the whole style.
Now, we got the youth, we got the current dancers, we also have OG dancers who've been in the game for a while. Now, the message that we want to deliver and the blueprint that we want to put out for this generation is how to keep the foundation flowing and make it more than what it is right now.
Right.
Bro, you haven't been in the game, but you've been paying attention and you are aware of what's going on.
Right. I mean, I took a little hiatus, if that's what you want to call it. But, you know, I was always well endowed in the game. I just fell to the back, to the scenes. But I've been watching, you know, watching vids here and there, seeing what's going on. And it's growing, but it's stuck at a state where right now, flex is being portrayed as this one style. Like, just connecting is the only thing that is flex, and it's not. It's more to it than just that. I mean, there's different styles. I mean, you got to be body grooving. You got to be connecting. I want to see you hit the floor with the mod. I want to see your body. I want to see it all. I don't just want to see 3 minutes of this. Your feet, I call it the root plant feet, where they feet don't move. They can have this big ring and they don't incorporate they don't use the space. They stay right here, like, and it's okay. They made it to the point where that's okay and that's not okay, because I would like to see a variety. That's why I feel they don't want to brand flexing as a style right now, because it's not enough. We don't give them enough, but we have it to give, but it's not being shown.
Now, P, Storyboard P, been traveling, and he been back for some time now. On his journey, he been to a whole lot of places, and he got a chance to actually show people the style of dancing flex. P, like, how do you deliver your messages to when you go around countries or states? Like, when they ask you what you do and they see this amazing guy dancing, like, what's going on? How they
Well,
feel?
I'm gonna pick you up for what Rel said. Well, basically, before I even got off the ground and really traveling, when I came off of like the Battle Fest 1 win, when I won King of the Streets, it was a point when nobody was doing our style in the clubs, no in the parties no more. Nobody even had anything to call it. So we started calling Mutant.
Right.
That's what we ran with. And we was with Shock-A-Lock, you know, the elder,
the elder.
old school
OG.
locker. And some of the poppers from the city was going to 14th Street. But we've been doing that for a minute, but it was a crucial point where it was stagnated and the elders stopped teaching. So nobody really knew like the root of the style, where it came from. You didn't see Bust Out, you didn't see Bengy, nobody teaching, everybody was going for the glory.
Wow.
Now, the reason being from like that era, from Rel's era, he's before me. I came up learning from Rel, from Reginald, but what I seen change was that it was culture before, and now it's just a fad. It's not even like Harlem Shake, because even Harlem Shake wasn't a fad. It had music behind it, had DVDs behind it, had T-shirts, hats. It's a lot more to it to get this shit off the ground. The only person really doing it right now is DJ School.
You're right.
That-
Because right now, to assist on what you were saying, it's at a point where you don't really know, like, you can't really say that flexing is to a point where it's broadband. It's still to that point where some people see it, they don't know what to think of it. Like, it's not being put on a platform it should be put on to be brought to the masses.
Nah.
And that's the problem.
Now, Sticks is an upcoming dancer who's actually doing his numbers and who's actually dancing, who's representing the style in a very extraordinary good way. Now, Sticks, you keep up with the up-to-date dance world, and you keep people fascinated and watching it still.
Right.
And you also dance, like you show the different elements, which is in flex itself. Like,
Right.
you keep up with it. Like, what makes you go hard to keep dancing up and push the foundations of where it came from at?
Well, what makes me keep going and pushing is one, I love where I came from. I was a Flatbush dude. I was just seeing dudes like surfing them, dancing on the block, and I was always fascinated, like, what is this dance they doing? You feel me? And then I would watch B-Cat, and then I'll see it again. I'm like, yo, this is flexing, and I was like, yo, I want to learn. But when I learn, it's like I learned from watching the grooving, the dance hall, the bruck up, and all of that. I grew up off that. Like, my flex style grew off that. And when I did,
from the foundation.
from the
itself.
foundation itself. And when I came in, I came into people not doing the foundation, not everyone doing the foundation. I came in to where they're connecting, or they hat tricking, they bone breaking, which is, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's always good to pick up from the beginning,
Yeah.
then have everything to incorporate with your foundation. And that's why I see a lot of dancers don't do, and basically they do it backwards. They get the little pieces first, which is connecting, bone breaking, hat tricking, and all that, and gliding. They get that first, and then they try to learn the foundation second.
Right.
And
Right.
it really
It's not supposed to be like that. It's
other
like
way around.
it's like you gotta learn your spirit
You gotta
first
know where you
to
came
put
from,
it into your physical. You
to
feel
know
me?
where you going.
And
man.
they get the physical first, which is all the styles, and then they try to go back to the spirit to learn the spirit.
Like
so
the
they doing
spirit
it
is
wrong.
first.
Whereas the spirit is first, then the physical, because the spirit must be well for this
For the
physical,
physical
to do as much as supposed to do.
Now, it goes to P again, where P dances hard, and when you dance, where you make it come from? Where it comes from?
Childhood. Maybe maybe things you see growing up, like in your neighborhood. We all grew up rough. Like some people, we may not show it as much. Some people may be scholars in something they do, and that pain or remorse or whatever they feeling goes into being a perfectionist. You know what I mean? So I think everybody channels it differently. But like when I think about things that inspire and motivate me, it's like listening to Hot 97 and dreaming like, yo, what if Flex was getting sponsored by Hot 9, or what if we was to be on BET dancing, and look, we all on TV now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of us is in that place. But me, what I'm saying is, if it's like that, why don't we have more of the elders stepping in and showing them what the style is, since they know what it should format like.
Right.
Now we go around and we constantly say this, but it's getting old. So it's getting to the point now where you gotta forget about it's not about the elders, it's not about the new people, it's about whoever is doing for what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like and having to see the vision of what it could be, because look at what it came from.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Not to mention that we got a lot of youth. We got a lot of youth who's upcoming, who wants to know what's going down and wants to be a part, and is not being taught the blueprint. It's like the people want to hide the blueprint. You can't hide the blueprint from growth. That's the thing. The blueprint creates growth. Once you show people how to head that way and build up the same way you built up, it'll be a better place.
But here's where the problem lies with that. You have to understand that when we was doing what we was doing, when BCAT was popping, when we was on the BEC and all of that back in the days, it wasn't cool then. It was just a certain amount of people that knew about what it was, and we made it to the point where it started to become the thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? And it grew into something. Now it's at that point where it's like a fad. You want to do it just because you seen somebody do it. You don't have no passion for doing that. You don't even know what that is. You just, oh, yo, shorty like that, I'm doing that. Like, and it's like, yo, all right, but deep down inside, when you dance, I don't feel anything from you. When you have those dances with, like Professor, you got dances like, I can't remember this kid's name. He danced at Battle Fest. I like him though. He wear the glasses.
Starscream?
No. He be doing his
Element.
I like him. Like when they dances like that, when they dance, I feel it's like I get a feeling from them. Like it's a certain aura that come off of a dance like that. You could feel like his pain. You could feel his struggle when he dancing. It's like, yo, nah, he going mine. I can't knock that.
That's what it's lacking.
Right.
It's lacking that. It's also lacking the history. But the history, like I was saying once before, it's a lot of loopholes with Flex. Like
There's a lot of lying going around too.
it's lying going on, but I can also say that the foundation, we set the foundation, but a lot of its history was lost, because you have to realize something. Flex in Brooklyn only it was shown on BCAT #1, which was like a local cornball channel. Then it was only coming on, let's keep it real, it was only coming on at 9 o'clock on Friday. And if you missed it, you missed it. Right. And so it's not like it's not even like those reruns, you can't even find them on YouTube.
You had to be out there.
You had to be there to know what was going on. So it's kind of hard when I'm trying to describe it to you, and it's just certain moments that you just had to witness for yourself. So like understand, you can't recreate the feeling.
Right. You got to create a new feeling.
Right.
Well, like I said, we're about to get back to this. We're going to go on a commercial real fast. We'll get back to you right now. If you are not watching Dance City, I repeat, Dance City. See you in a sec.
Dance City, Dance City.
Rose here. Your boy Chinks the Dawn. Be Connected Chinks. New tunes on deck soon, by the way. New tunes on deck, new videos on deck, all of that on deck coming out real soon, you already know. I gotta send a message to everybody out there. How you have 70 members in your team but only chill with 8 of them? That's not disrespectful, son. What's going on? Can't be doing that. But yo, shout out to the real teams who stay together. Shout out to Dance City. We out here, we taking over. Listen to the music, the era taking over. This is the 2013. Dance City, you heard?